Hey, what's going on, everybody? You got the old MONGOMANN out here. It's Saturday afternoon. We're in the courtyard here between Kenny's shop and my shop. We just got done putting some wood on the outdoor bench here, something I've been meaning to do for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months now. Finally got around to it today, but let's get these LEDs changed in Larry. This will be part 2 of this project. Part 1, I put my LED headlights in it, and now we're going to put these AUTOONE LEDs into Larry and see what they look like. So come along for the ride and let's see what they do. Let's see how they perform. So AUTOONE reached out to me a while back and said, hey, we'd like to partner with you and like you to tell us what you think of our product. So KJ did install these little lights, which you saw in part 1. Part 2, we're about to install these bigger lights into those housings. Some of the parts or tools that you're going to need, I got my Milwaukee set out. Of course, you're going to need a hammer. I went ahead and chose the power drill or power screwdriver there. I get a couple screwdrivers. I don't think I'm going to have to do any wiring, but in case I do, of course, we're going to have some pliers for that. Got to have a refreshment. And in case I need to pull the engine out, I got a strap. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. So the LEDs that we're going to use are these guys right here. You can see this is the DD10S. And what this is a H4 type replacement bulb. These aren't the H4 replacement bulbs, but this is what I had laying around here from a couple Super Duty projects that we had been doing. And these are ultra super high bright LEDs, or at least they're supposed to be. They actually have cooling fans built into these. Obviously that one's off of Laney because it is Calypso green on the back. But yeah, these are just a couple I had laying around here. I wanted you guys to see those, and we can tell what they are in comparison to these. So let's see, this is an interesting process to do one-handed, but we got it out there. So here are our new lights, and if they do have a nice big heat sink on the bottom of them. As you can see there, the LEDs are hidden behind the covers, nothing on the end, so these are reflective, which will work really well with these diamond cut housings that I bought off of Amazon. So if you're interested in these AUTOONE LEDs, if you like what you see here and you want to try them out, there is a link in the description that can get you guys over to, I believe it's a 15% off. And I do get an affiliate link on that as well. I'll make a little bit of side cash for that if you choose to use the AUTOONE LEDs. All right, let's get Larry over here and get this project started. So I've already done a lot of the hard work here because we've already done this job once. So this time it should be a little bit faster, a little bit easier. You've got to get rid of these headlight housings. So because I installed the other LEDs or the LED parking lights, I'm not going to take those out. I'm just going to keep them in there. I need to get after this headlight bucket now and get it released. So if you didn't watch part 1 of this series, these are truck light LED headlamps. They're very expensive, and they still are very expensive today. A new set of these, I believe, will run you $250 on Amazon. They are still available. There are a couple knockoffs that aren't truck light, but these are truck light. I think the knockoffs actually are the same light. They're just, they just don't say truck light on them. Very nice. I like these. KJ does not. So the lights do come with a little manual. Looking through here, installation steps. Take it out, put it in, put the clip on, everybody's hunky-dory. They operate from 9 to 32 volts DC. They are LED, 6,000 Kelvin color temperature. IP rating is IP67. They are made out of aviation aluminum. Operating temperature is -40 to 176 degrees Fahrenheit. They're supposed to be good for 50,000 hours of runtime. And they are plug and play with the H4 connector on the back of them. So these are the El Cheapo knockoff headlights that we're going to use. And this kit did come with halogen lights, but who wants halogen lights when you can have LEDs? Halogen. LED. So this is going to fit in here, much like this. And we'll put the little clip in. Maybe. Clip. Installed. What you guys can't hear is, well, maybe you can, I don't know, a steady hum of bumblebees. On the hillside here in front of me, there are all kinds of little weeds that the bumblebees are just absolutely adoring right now. Let's boot on here. There we go. It's a real nice look. Kind of seals everything up on the back. That's what it looks like installed. Let's get this in the truck. All right, passenger side is done, and the driver side still needs to be done. Which one do you guys like better? Driver side or passenger side? Alrighty, there they are installed. Judging by what I'm seeing right now in the daylight, they are very bright. But we'll have to wait till tonight to find out exactly what they look like out on the road. Alright, as you can see, that's a pretty easy installation. The hardest part I had was trying to get those aftermarket headlight bezels in the actual housing there, because they're so much bigger than the originals. The speaker, or not speaker, but the truck lights went in there very well, but these ones were a little bigger, a little thicker, and I was having some problems there. But you know, these older trucks, it is pretty much, there's something coming down the rail. I'm not sure what it is. Something anyway. It might be this truck howling too, though. Nah, it's a set of tires down the road. So yeah, that's it. That's the install. Let's check out and see what these things do at nighttime. I don't know if you can hear that, but there are little cooling fans inside of these. That's the noise I was hearing and thought something was coming down the railroad. It was both of the cooling fans in these new headlights. So right now we've got the headlights in high beam, and we are in the same place right now that we were when I had the truck lights in. These are the LED truck lights that I bought for POV1. They are on high beam, and that is low beam, which is the end of the Avella football field down here in the parking lot end. And as you can see, high beams are very good. The position of the patterns, if you can see there in the light, the left light might be a little high versus the right one. However, they are still pretty good. Low beams, yeah, I would say that left one is maybe a little high. Right one I think is right on, but the left one, like I think just might be a tad high, maybe a turn or so on the screw. I am impressed with these lights. The definition from high to low beam isn't as defined as it was on the truck lights. However, visibility is maybe marginally better, and without the pattern. That was the one thing that KJ definitely didn't like, was the pattern, because the truck lights give you it kind of looks like a triangle pattern on the ground, especially in high beams, where these high beams, they give you the two, what I can see, there are two circles just off the, let's see if I get my finger in here, so a circle here and a circle there, and you can see that this circle is a little high in comparison to this one. So this one might be in someone's eyes, but this is the high beam, so you shouldn't have it there anyway. Low beam, you can still see the definition line right here where it's maybe a little high versus this one, but that's all adjustment. The low beams, I would like to maybe get them a little higher, but oncoming traffic definitely doesn't like high low beams, and you will get other people giving you the high beams, telling you that your high beams are on. So there's the highs, there's the lows. Let's get out and see what this thing looks like in the dark. This is the low beam, and I know you guys really can't tell from this angle, but because with the super dark versus the super bright, it does look pretty good, especially with the lighter parking lights. It's probably just a big blur to you guys though. And this is the high beam. It's definitely higher here, because now it's kind of in my eyes standing here in front of the truck. So it's definitely a higher beam. Let's see what happens when I turn the light bulb. I popped the hood there whenever I was in. Let's get this open. Sounds like we have a couple of things, really. I hear a spark. We got some spark getting out. It is missing. And we also have a belt that might be loose. So just watch that left light. I'm going to try and spin it here. Yeah, really no difference. Well, maybe a little bit. All right. Well, I made it go out. I made something go out. Oh boy, I think I ruined the light bulb. I most definitely ruined the light bulb. Yep, I have turned it into a padiddle. So what I was doing, I do not suggest to do this if you decide to go with these headlamps. I was spinning this, and what I think happened was I knocked these side terminals loose inside of the bulb itself. They feel ever so loose to me now. Yep, I ruined that light bulb for sure. Do not turn the light bulb. I'm not going to do it to that one. It's still on. All right, so we're going to try and figure out what the heck I did here so that we can end this video on a good note. Again, I think that was my fault because I was trying to spin that light bulb, but this may be a very good learning experience for you guys if you get these, because I could have swore that I read in there somewhere that these things were indexable. So let's take a look and see what I did. So inadvertently, now we're really able to see the difference between the LED on the left in this video and the halogen on the right. You tell me which is brighter. I would definitely 100% say it is the LED on the left, which is actually the passenger side of this. But as you can see, it is way different. All right, let's dig into this light bulb and see what I did. All right, so here's the light bulb, and what I was doing was twisting this. And, oh yeah, you can definitely see what I did. I was actually twisting the inside of that, which I'm sure broke connections inside of it. It is not indexable. No, sir, not at all. Huh. Interesting. Uh-oh, there went the lights. Yes, it's definitely not indexable. So what I was doing was a bad thing. I was turning this, and as you can see here, that must have ripped some connections off inside of it. But it is not indexable. Yeah, for sure. I hear stuff just crunching in there. You hear it? I'd like to get it all the way out of there. Maybe that'll tell us a story. Well, lesson learned. They are not indexable. Maybe I read that wrong. Maybe it's wrong in the ad. Let's go back and take a look at it. Give you a real quick look at the outdoor bench now. I put 2 LED security lights on it. Those are the same security lights that I have over the door on KJ's shop. And they're solar, and they charge obviously from the sun and turn on with motion. So they definitely light it up out here quite a bit. Now, of course, I have KJ's lights on the shop, but it most definitely helps. It will definitely light up the bench here if you're working on it. That's what the light we were using to show you this thing. Interesting. I like it. I like it a lot. I did get the rest of the wood for that bottom shelf today too, so I'll be able to finish that up. Now I have to get the pegboard, because I'm going to put pegboard back here. And as you can see, this is all dry. It rained while we were away. You see how this is wet? This is all dry. So that pegboard will stay dry. I should be able to hang tools on it. We're so far off the road up here that I really don't think that we're going to have any problem with theft. So that's the plan. The outdoor bench. Man, is it tiny. I don't know what size it is. 2 screws hold this bad boy together. One right here. Let me pull that out. And one down here. I feel like AVE right now. Checking to see if this thing's skookum. Well, there you go. Busted her right off, didn't we? So we got it all apart, and inside we have a heatsink with 2 printed circuit boards, 2 LEDs with 3 LED pads per side, 2 on this side, 2 on that side. And what I did, whenever I twisted this, trying to adjust the pattern, which I think the ad says that you should be able to do, I actually broke it right off of the printed circuit board. Snap. There are locking tabs here on this black portion. If you look here and over here on either side, and they meet up with this, and then there's another one here. It says that this is supposed to be aircraft aluminum, and maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. It is cast aluminum from what I can see here. Tiny little Torx bits, and there's that cooling fan that we were talking about. Little permanent magnet motor. It's cute. A bunch of confusers in this thing, so it does have a bunch of logic going on there. Probably some temperature stuff going on. But other than that, it looks pretty okay. Until you get a 450-pound gorilla twisting on it and breaking it. All right, I do believe that that's way more in depth than anybody expected to see in this video, but I think it's a good thing because we have learned that you can't twist them things. Do not go in there and start gorilla twisting that thing and busting it up like I did. All right, this is one of those instances where the old MONGOMANN strikes again and ruins something brand new. Again, I don't feel that this is AUTOONE's a defect in this light or anything. I think it's just, like I said, a 400-pound gorilla. I mean, I did read, and I'm going to go look at that right now, that these things were indexable. And maybe I was wrong. Maybe that I just assumed something that maybe I shouldn't have. I thought that they twisted inside of the housing. But let's take a look and see if that's the case. So I searched the AUTOONE website, and this is what I found. This little ad says that that light is supposed to be 360-degree adjustable mounting bracket. However, I found out that it is not. If you try to adjust it, you rip the circuit board away from the LED plate itself. This is how the video was supposed to